Josh, did you know this is the 100th episode of the Believe in UCLA Football podcast? Did you know that?
Dang, that's crazy. I didn't know that. But it makes it even better that we have a special
Mm-hmm.
guest today. One of the guys that I saw his whole path at UCLA, and we're knee twins, same day.
Not knee
You know,
twins.
we're knee twins. It's literally the
That's right.
same day,
That's right.
the whole process together. One of the guys, it's like one of my little brothers. And I'm just so happy to see just the progression that he made, and just excited for the future of him. So none other than Kenny Churchwell III.
Kenny, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed. How are y'all, man? The knee twins
Doing.
is back together, man.
Oh, hey, let's jump right into this knee twin thing. First of all, I think Josh has mentioned it a few times, but I think I'm like kind of putting it together. Like, so were you guys like in the training room like every day? Did you guys like come back at the same time? Like, kind of walk me through that journey you guys went on together.
You want to go or I go?
You go first. You go first.
Okay. So, I believe I'm the reason why at first UCLA football went to two-hand touch or thud or like it's because me and my homie Josh, I tore my ACL. 2 plays later, Josh Woods tore his ACL and MCL. So
Yikes.
he had to have a faster like surgery time because he had an ACL and MCL. So it was supposed to be like a faster like for him, but me 2 weeks later I had my surgery done. So the weightlifting process and the like injury, sports med, all that we was always together. So I'm always like low key thankful for Josh because when I first came in as a safety, I was like a $170, $180, soaking wet. Like so, I was a little. So all our weightlifting stuff, it was me and him. So he's a big guy. I'm not. So he's telling me, bro, come on, man. I'm like, look, man, I don't know what am I supposed to do because I'm a small guy. So he's just like, do this and that. I'm like, bet. I try it and it works. So yeah, I'm 213 now. So big progress. Now I think I can lift with him. But back
Yes, sir.
I couldn't. He was mad because you go from like 2 reds or 225 to like 125. So it's just like taking the weight off, putting the weight back on, taking the weight off. I know it was stressful for him, so I apologize, man. But hey, he got me right there.
Josh,
Kenny was really. He was still. He was a baby. He was brand new. Mind you, this is. He had summer, and then this is towards the end of camp and then the beginning of the season. So the one thing that we'd always get Kenny about, he didn't know nobody's names. Like he didn't know coaches, staff, certain players, because he just was. You gotta think like he just had like the summer window of workouts and then camp, and even then you're really mainly with your position group. So he knew his position group, like he knew his room. But outside of that, I'm like, Kenny, go ask so-and-so coach or so-and-so about this. And he's like, who is that? to the point where it became a game of showing him pictures from the roster and being like, who is this? And tell me who this is, their name, where they're from, something, a fact about them. And,
like their flashcard or something.
Yeah,
for real.
It went all the way up to Chip Kelly. So the game was fun and jokes. And then Chip Kelly was like, who is him?
Oh,
I don't know. So 2 weeks later after that, we had a conversation. He gave me a whole list of the team. He said, name all these guys. It's blank names. Like nobody, it shows nobody name. So it's just like a picture. And then under, I fill in the name. I'm trying so hard, man. And it was not working. So I'm doing it. And he looked. And he was like, 10? I said, let me try it out of like 100. I was like, let me try. I got 15, 20. Last names, I put the last name, first name, nickname. I'm just trying. 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later, Coach Kelly came as a team meeting, and he was like, you know what? We need to get to know each other. So we're gonna do this like quiz thing where it's a blank sheet of paper, all the coaches do it, all the players do it. So everybody did it. And it was my fault because I was like, bro, I don't know his name. I don't know his name. I just don't know. I'm like, coach, I don't know. So we did the test and yeah, he was mad. He was like, how? Because it's true though. A lot of coaches didn't know, like, say if you were a wide receiver coach, he didn't know the DB like names, all the names. Right. So it's just like now we have to get to know each other. I'm still, I'm not good with names. You have to ask you like 10 times. After that, then it's in my mind. But the rest, I'm good.
Okay, so this leads me into we can go a few different things with this. But first of all, were we not doing the name on the helmet deal or anything like that?
No. Okay, and initially with the previous staff, when I was a freshman, when you went to camp, all the freshmen had that. You had your name taped on the front of your helmet, and you're like, I want to say initiation, but like everybody had a big brother. And at a certain point during camp, if your big brother thought you earned to get it taken off, you get it taken off. So we just didn't do that no more.
Y'all needed like, some of that.
You were just out there, and like if you, I mean, I hope you know everybody in your position room because it's usually at the most maybe 20 guys depending on what position you played. But you really mainly would only know the people that you would go in with. So say if you're a freshman and you're rolling with the threes, I guarantee you know who you're with in the threes, but you may not be paying enough attention to know all the ones' names. Like it is a lot of guys. Like you got to think, over 100 plus players, over probably 20 something coaches, like with GAs and all that stuff. Then you have all the equipment people, and then you have all the trainers. And
that's true. That's a lot of names.
That could be like over 150.
Okay, and this leads me to so first of all, I don't know if we'll have anyone that will be going through something similar anytime soon because I think now for the spring jerseys or something, they're putting the names on the back. I think I saw the UCLA equipment staff tweet that out. So I think that shouldn't be an issue going forward. But you brought up another point about like trying to get familiar with the coaches, or you may not know if you're a DB, you may not know the receivers coach or whoever the case may be. This brings up for me Coach Foster, right? Because everybody was excited when Coach Foster got the job. No one transferred out for the most part. Everyone rallied around him. We all saw the video. What was DeShaun Foster's interaction like with the guys on defense?
Oh, with the guys or just with me? I could tell you my first.
With you, the guy, whoever. With you, that's fine.
I love Coach Foster. My first time meeting him, he walked up to me. He was like, "You can't hit. Or you think you can hit?" And I was like, "Huh?" Like I'm confused. I was like, "Bro, who are you?" I was like, "Coach, you what?" Because I really didn't know. He was like, "I saw your film." He was like, I got to see it though. So then, like, I tore my ACL that year. But after that, coming back, doing spring ball, all that, he came up to me again. He was like, "You like to hit, huh?" I said, "I tried to tell you." I said, "They call me church bells for a reason." Like, I was like, "Coach, you came up to me." He was like, "My bad, I didn't know." But like, he's a great coach. I love the guy. If I had an extra year, I would have did it. So he's a great mentor. He come up, have a great genuine conversation, know your first to last by asking. But yeah, I think they're in good hands. But yeah, he's a great coach.
And just from you, obviously, you just finished up pro day about, I guess, has it even been a week yet? I don't even think it has been a week, but what was that experience like for you? Because like I've talked about with Josh several times here, that's kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity. There's not a whole lot of opportunities where you get to repeat this process you're going through right now.
Yeah, I was blessed. I'm grateful for the opportunity, especially being at UCLA, #1 public university. But I was low key mad at first that my mom made my last name Churchwell. So that means I had to be the very first person because Jordan. Jordan Anderson, he went to the Bowling Green Pro Day. So I was calling him. I was like, "Yeah, bro, I can't wait to see you." He was like, "Yeah, I'm not going." What? I said, but you first. So
that's crazy.
Bro, having Churchwell and the last one, it was stressful. I had a lot of the coaches coming up asking like because it's really on me. Like when I go, then the next person goes, the next person go. So it's just like, how long you got? I'm like, 4 minutes. And then the other person like, no. I'm like, okay, how much you need? 6 minutes. And he's like, oh, okay. I'll give you 7. I'm like, all right. So I'm cranking, having fun, working out, and then I point at everybody like, everybody, all right, let's go. But everything was like it was a once in a time, like it was amazing. Like Josh said, like it's an unbelievable thing. Like the experience alone. I ain't gonna lie, the 40, that was the worst for me. Like, I was just nervous. I'm like, bruh, like, come on, run it, and then I'll be fine. But I'm sweating before everything. I'm like, bruh, it's just like you're nervous, and then once you start going through like everything, it's fun afterwards. So after running the 40, getting a good time, I was like, all right, good. Like now I can breathe and do the rest of the stuff. Having a good time seeing the guys that go up the next level and like have a long relationship with them. So yeah, it's a blessing.
Go ahead, Josh.
I want to take time to talk about all the different DCs and coaches that you've had in your time. Yeah. We talk about that a lot, just like the turnover, and I mean it's tough. It's tough on the players, to get familiar with the system, to get comfortable in it. How would you say your experience was with 3, 4?
I got a lot.
How many DCs was it?
Can you name them all? Yeah.
I can name.
I didn't mean that on purpose.
I know you did, man. It's all good. I can name like the defensive change. So like with Jerry Azzinaro, my first coach, DC.
Ooh, first and last name, okay.
Yeah, that's the only one. Hey, it's not supposed to be funny, bro. Okay. That was the first defense coming in. Then coming in the second year, Coach Norwood, Brian Norwood, my position coach, safety coach, came in, but we mixed and intertwined different type of defense with Coach Azzinaro and Coach Norwood. So you see the drastic change just by Coach Norwood coming in. And then after that, I just thought, I'm forgetting names already. I'm
forgetting McGovern.
McGovern.
Yes.
So McGovern was my third one. Came in, great coach. Then Deanton Lynn, and then with the other coaches coming in with Akaika, like it's still intertwined. So every year really was kind of a new defense for us.
I forgot about Lynn, to be honest.
And you got to think
it was that quick.
Kenny, in the bowl game, you had Malloy, so that's another DC really you had.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like it's kind of weird, but it's a relief that football is kind of the same thing. Cover 1's cover 1, cover 2's cover 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we just name it different, or we have a different title to it, or a different thing. So having each coach was a blessing for me because it's like a golden nugget of like, say, learning from a coach and then learning from this coach and just picking out and weeding what was standing out, or like what made him him. So yeah, it was a blessing. It's stressful, trying to learn a whole defense every year. It is what it is, but it's amazing at the same time because it's like it just shows like how like we can understand it. Like it's not just everybody have a year and just be like, oh yeah, I'm done with football because I don't understand the concept, or it's taking too long. You just like start to figure out, okay, this is a faster way of learning a playbook. Do this, and then weeding that and just having fun with it.
Yeah, I think it's really going to help you at the next level though, because now you're gonna you're gonna be like, I can pick up any defense. I been coached by so many people that no matter what system that you fall in, no matter what team wants to, you can pick it up fast because you've built up that experience and had those different things. So I think it'll benefit you down the road.
Yeah, it was funny at the pro day. I was talking to one of the coaches, and Coach Clancy Pendergrass, was he here with you?
Yeah.
Josh?
No.
I'm not.
No, he came in the year.
Wait,
he was at SC. He came in, I think, after COVID.
After
Might have been
COVID,
2021.
Hold on.
Yeah,
So,
I think it
feel
was
like he was
2021
around.
McGovern.
He was around before though.
I think
As a
he was
defensive
around.
analyst, maybe. Well, I mean, he's always been an analyst. Maybe. I don't know. Some of that. Hey, there's people in the building I don't know. Like I don't even know some of the people on the coaching staff. I'm like,
and so there's
who
people
are they?
now that I know, and
Oh,
people.
everybody. I walk in. I still work out at UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
I just walk in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I got to get to know these
names.
Yeah.
Talking about him, like he was talking to another guy that he coached. He was a safeties coach in the NFL, and they're just talking like things like strap, belt, like, and I'm just asking, oh, is this like? And then I named the coverage, and it was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, that's from Coach McGovern, and just popping it in my head. He looked at me like, oh, you know what this is? I was like, yeah, it's Brady, like it's our Brady. If y'all don't know what it is. But it's just like a call that we know. I said, and then I started listing some things out with that coverage. So just like having those moments was a good thing. Also, like you said, Josh. Hey,
it might prove beneficial too, just because of the number of guys that you've had. I mean, McGovern came from the NFL to UCLA, then came from the NFL to UCLA. That probably is part of it, right? I think that was kind of some of that paying off and that knowledge that you kind of picked up.
Yeah. Last couple of years we did go from like a normal college football to like trying to get more NFL caliber coaches with like Norton and McGovern and Lynn, and just like trying to have it a better step going into it. So yeah.
That's always been a thing. UCLA guys in the NFL have always been known to, have higher like IQs and football knowledge. I'm just saying, like, that's the thing that I've heard from other guys and I've experienced too. It's like, I don't know what it is between, I want to say Pac-12 football or UCLA in general, but I really feel like we know the game differently than some guys in different conferences, as far as like a guy you might not think is the brightest in one of our rooms have gone to the NFL and been the smartest guy in the room. So like when I was hearing those type of conversations, I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy.
You're crazy.
I don't know about the statistics to that, but it is a lot of smart guys I've seen and been through with like Quentin Lake, Chris Barnes, Adarius Pickett, and just like feeding off them. Like I was grateful to have Quentin Lake after COVID or during COVID.
Yeah.
And just like pick his brain. And he's still in the NFL doing really good, but yeah, he's a smart guy. And just like having those guys and just studying, because if you know me, like I love watching film. I love if you give me a whiteboard, I can write down whatever you want when it comes to like the X's and O's to like a specific coverage down to the front and what's the linebacker doing in this situation. So a lot of like Coach Norwood, he called me coach. Like later on in life, I really want to be a coach. I love coaching the guys up. Like even like when the plays is over, I'm running down. We do the little 3 to 4 play drive. Tired, they run up to me. Hey, what is this? And then I give him a whole minute presentation before I run back. Tired again. So yeah, it's a blessing.
So obviously, Akaika Malloy was someone that served as the interim defensive coordinator, as Josh mentioned, for the LA Bowl. So you probably got to work with him a little bit more closely than you had the rest of the season. What was he like as a defensive coordinator? Can you give us a little insight on what he kind of brought to the table for the defense now that he's the defensive coordinator?
He's the same guy. When he's a energetic guy, I said this before in one of the meetings. Like he makes me want to run through a brick wall. I can't do it, but if he keep on talking, I'm gonna do it. So it's just like his passion of the game, his intellect of the game. Like he had DC under his belt. He has cut it out. My bad.
You're good.
Experience. So just like I knew him before. Like he was an outside linebacker, D-line coach. But having him in that realm, he's going to be a really good coach. He's a really good coach. I'm excited for him, and he's going to show like why he's a really good like a DC, right? He's a really good.
And real quick, another thing that came to mind as you were talking was a lot of guys we've kind of talked to in the past, and I think probably even Josh as well, they've all like kind of either switched positions. There's been some sort of talk at one point or another of even potentially switching. What was you've been there long enough. I'm sure someone else is trying to recruit you to another position room, right? Or something.
Yeah, I played multiple positions here at UCLA. Hold on, sorry.
You're good.
Two dogs fighting right now. So I played multiple positions at UCLA. I played a striker with Coach Azanero. I played a Sam with like the last couple of years. Nickel, I played boundary safety, strong safety. So I've been in Coach Norton room when I was playing linebacker. So it's just, I was everywhere, especially with Coach Norwood, then with the dime personnel and Palms, nickel personnel. I could play dime. I could play it's sub linebacker. I was just everywhere throughout UCLA. So, yeah, it's fun. A lot of guys did tell me, oh, you should play this. You should play that. Come over here. Come over there. I'm like, where can I play? All right, I'm here. So I'm an open book. I'm forever grateful. So it's just like if I had the opportunity, I'm going to take it.
Go ahead, Josh.
Knowing what you can do, what do you see yourself playing in the NFL?
Probably a boundary safety, downhill, strong safety for the NFL. So just like I can play linebacker too. So it's just like in different type of personnel, sub linebacker because I'm a little big. So I think I'll be I'll be solid. Josh, you probably ain't see me now.
I was gonna say Kenny always looked like a big dude the last couple years to me. So him being like coming in all skinny, I'm like, no, I don't remember any of that.
What he was talking about, because like when me and Kenny was really with each other every single day, every single day, like he hurts me, I hurt my knee. We're on the table together, treatment, same time every day. I got my surgery a few weeks later than he got his surgery, and then it was like, mine because I had the 2 ligaments, so mine was a little bit worse. So my progression was slower, and Kenny's was faster, which always I don't know if it bothered me or like motivated me because he was able to do stuff before me. So I would just be in the training room so jealous, oh, Kenny got to run today. Oh, I'm not ready yet. but during practice, that would be the time that me and Kenny got to work out and lift. So majority of the time, what he's saying is we're doing the same lift that Coach Ronald would have us go through, and we're doing the same rack. So whatever we're doing, Kenny would go first, and then I have to add my weight on so I can go. And sometimes it'd be annoying. That's what I'd be mad at Kenny about. Is bro, I need you to either hurry up and finish your reps, or you're gonna do the weight that I'm doing, and we're gonna do this together because it's taking too much time to get this done. At times, he's really like my little brother. It was come on, Kenny, this is what we're doing today. Come on, Kenny, this is what we're doing today.
On me.
And they expected me to pull him around and show him what to do. And it's just funny. And another thing that I was thinking about when we were talking about Coach Foster saying you like to hit. And I remember Kenny was able to do spring ball. I wasn't able to do spring ball, but Kenny was able to do more than me, like I said. So I think it was 7-on-7 and stuff like that he was involved with. And of course, that's I'm I want to watch Kenny because I want Kenny to be back. I want Kenny, but it just seemed like Kenny was always trying to hit or be on the ground. I'm like, Kenny, you not gonna let us be out there, bruh. They're not gonna let us practice no more. You trying to hit everybody? You always on the ground. It's bad enough we have these bright yellow jerseys on.
I hated them, bruh. I hated them bright jerseys, bruh. It's just hey, yellow. Don't touch him. I'm like, get out my face.
Oh, we got the yellows. I get it, bro. We're hurt. We know. But that's it. I just love seeing you, what you're able to do now, and just you being a leader. That was one of the big things. You were a young guy when I left, so I'm glad to see that you stepped up to that role and was able to lead the team. That's one of the things that I always pride myself on is just seeing the progression of leadership from when I was a young guy to me being a leader, to me seeing the young guys become leaders when I left, and inspiring the next generation. And I guarantee there's a lot of guys in that locker room now that looked up to you and you inspired for them to grow into that role.
I want to know if you treated any of them the same way that Josh treated you.
I'm a stickler.
Guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm a stickler. Yeah, if they do something, man, I'm on them. Like stank on. I can't say it, but hey, we especially for the defense. Like our senior year, we wanted to be top 10. I think we're top 12 or top 11.
Top 10, top 15. Yep.
Yeah, we wanted to be top 10. So it's just like we have to have a mindset of being top 10. If we do the small things right, it can lead to the big thing. So I was always a stickler about like pressing guys, like, why are you not here in optional 7-on-7? Why are you not here in a meeting?
Yep.
Like, I'm controlling the meeting. Like, no coach is there. I'm the whole defense, and I'm talking ball. And then somebody from the D-line come up and talk. And then somebody from the linebacker talk. And then somebody from the corners talk. So we wanted perfect. Like, we wanted, like, the defense to be really good. So, yes, I was on them. Like, I'm a stickler. Like, I'm not perfect. But at the same time,
he carried the torch, though. That's what he's saying. He carried the torch for sure.
Wanted perfection. We not perfect, but hey, we wanted it.
All right, Kenny. I got to ask a question that I'm sure many UCLA fans are going to want me to ask, so I'm going to be the one to ask it. How could you let Ramsey and Humphrey go over to USC?
I text them. I text them. I said, "You bet not go over there." And they went. I'm proud of them, though. Mm-hmm. Hey, they can go on that side, man. I'm going to still support them. I'm never going to wear it. Like, I'm going to wear the UCLA and then the old jerseys, something. But I'm going to still support them. They're my dogs. Like, yeah, I'm proud of them, but, hey, they had to do what's best for them.
Right. And then, obviously, as you mentioned, you guys are a top 12, top 15 defense throughout most of this past season. Obviously, some of the figureheads of that defense, you look at Latu, you look at the Murphy twins, especially up front. What was it like playing with some of those guys and knowing that those guys up front kind of had you taken care of up there?
Oh, it was fun. Especially it was a play at USC. I have a specific coverage where I can look a little bit, not a lot. And at the corner of my eye, I just see Latu just do this, just bend, like did this, and then like dips. And he was already at the quarterback. And I was just like, wow. Makes my job so easy. Hey, so just having like the twins, Carl, Latu, just a blessing. Like it made my life easier. I had to work on where's my leverage, who I have, who can help me. After that, I gotta stop him for 4 to 5 seconds. 3 now. 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
If I can stop them for 3 to 4 seconds, I did my job. And I did. They did too. So it was amazing just being around those type of guys.
Go ahead, Josh. You got something?
I mean, a lot of seniors leaving on that defense. So who are the next names that we need to look out for that you see taking over?
Especially for defense, I'll say Kenny Madrano. He's a dog. Femi, he's a dog.
Yep.
I know Jalen's going to be really good. Kirk going to be really good, especially with the coaching with Coach Whitfield. Kanye is an underdog. I think he'll be good. Okay. Especially, I don't know, like the new guys like KJ Wallace and all those new
right. The transfers.
Like, yeah. So the guys that was there last year, I think Swift.
Okay.
Bruh, Swift is like a really good player. And having him throughout the years, talking to him about ball, like he's always doing the right thing. So if he ever get the opportunity, I believe Swift will succeed in that opportunity. Yeah, that's a couple. It's a lot of unknown though. Like
what about Big J Toya there in the middle?
Oh no, I'm talking about the bro.
Yeah, he's annoying. Yeah, he's known to anchor the interior.
Yeah, like I thought this was already a known. Like, yes, Jay Toy.
Oh no, without a doubt. But I'm just
Smith, Keanu, like those guys is like dogs. So the interior, I was talking about like the back end. Like we already know,
and that's more what I was asking because there's a lot of holes that need to be filled.
Because if you see Jay Toya when he played Pitt, our last bowl game, he's going to be a dog. Like he's a really good. I was going to say coach. He's a really good player, and he's about to eat. So I was just talking about the back end. If you want to go front, I can.
No, I just the reason why I got excited, I had to mention Jay Toya is because when you had the Murphy twins, you had Latu. Like I feel like no one ever talked about Jay Toya, but I feel like Jay Toya is going to be like the next kind of the anchor of that defense and the one that the name everyone's going to look at as the next draft prospect and all that stuff for the future. So
and that's the thing. Like when you have great players around them, like you just pick on like specific players, like the Yatus of the defense. But it's still people like the Alex Johnsons, the Carl Jones, the Kenny Churchwell was like, I believe the fourth best tackler or the fourth most tackles at UCLA.
Leading tackle,
Yeah, I did my job and I got 50 tackles. So, you just don't know because the guys around him is like really good. Like, so Jay Toya, he's gonna be really good with the other guys I name and even more. Like it's a lot of unknowns and it's a lot of guys that's been coached like the RJ Jones, like where if he get the opportunity, he's gonna do good. So you just never know. Like I know UCLA is in good hands though.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Josh, you wanna go ahead and ask some of our usual questions?
So the few questions that we ask all the guests, because it's former players and that. So one of the questions is, who is the best player that there's two. One is who's the best player that you shared the field with, and who's the best player that you played against. And it could be just somebody on the best player that you've had on the team, and then the best player that you've played against. That could be Pac-12 bowl game, any of that.
For sure, shared the field. It was Liatu. He's a really good player. It's like first round. Like he's a first round top 15 prospect. Like seeing him, especially like watching like a Zach Charbonnet, being on the sideline, just looking up at the jumbotron and he's running angrily. I'm just like, I'm so glad I'm not tackling him. Like I am so glad. So it's just like. Yes, Liatu for sure is one of the guys I've seen throughout my 6 years. Best player? I forgot his name. He was a Utah running back. Big guy.
Oh,
Zach Moss.
Zach Moss?
I think so. Boy,
okay.
I tried to tackle him. Yeah, during that,
Zach Moss was tough.
No, yeah, he's a good player. Hard to tackle, but it was fun when I did it.
What about Caleb Williams?
Yeah. Top first.
Is that not wanting to give credit to a USC guy? Or
no, after the game, I gave him his flowers. He's a really good quarterback. He's going to be wherever he goes, he's going to be a really good player at that organization. So, I was thinking. Yeah, I was not thinking USC,
but it's
that's fine. That's fine. There's no wrong answer.
When you have an experience, I'm saying because like when you have an experience like having to like actually like cover or tackle somebody, then you really it's a different perspective than like okay, that's a great player, but like I had to really like when I say Christian McCaffrey is the best athlete I went against, I had to cover him, and I seen on tape for weeks. He was running a wheel route. So when I seen him go to the flat, I'm like, oh, he about to turn it. I had to turn it on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he's like that for real.
Okay.
And, okay.
Go ahead.
And then the other question we asked, who are the top 5 funniest people in the locker room in your time at UCLA?
Yeah.
Top 5. It's no order.
No order.
Yeah,
That's fine.
No order.
That's
but
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Rashad Williams.
Okay.
Hilarious.
What year was that? Is that 2018?
He was my class. He was
2018. 18 to 20.
I don't really remember him.
18 to 21. I think he's at Texas Tech now, right?
Yeah, he's at Texas Tech. Right
okay,
now.
That's why I don't remember him. Okay.
Yeah. Elijah Wade also is a funny guy. He retired because his neck.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Funny guys. Jalen Davies is goofy. Like he don't even have
really okay. That's surprising. That's a little bit of a surprise.
He don't even have to be funny. Just the way he acts is just like you're gonna laugh. Like if you
that's crazy. I don't
like. He's just like. Da, 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 da. He just look like
interactions with him. I can see that. I can see that.
So he's like a goofball.
Josh, you've interacted with him before with Jalen Davies?
Yeah. I had just seen him when I went to the basketball game. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he just seems like such a quiet dude. I wouldn't like.
He's quiet. Yeah,
I feel like until he's with people that he is comfortable with or knows.
Gotcha.
He's not shy or he don't have to. Yes, he's a goofball. Like,
okay.
I'm trying to think. I've been here for a long time.
There's a name that of just about everyone, I think maybe except one person probably didn't mention him, that everybody said.
Remember, I'm bad. Was there,
so, oh,
Jesus, you are bad, but he was there. But he was there
just as long as you, pretty much.
Yeah.
You gonna name it afterwards? I'm probably gonna agree. Like,
okay,
Martin Andrews.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It was funny. He's a funny guy. That's my dog, actually. Yes, I actually agree with that one. He is a goofball. I would say Theo Howard.
Okay, we've had Theo on the show before. Yeah,
he's a little funny guy. Do y'all know Baraka Beckett?
Yes.
I'm familiar with him. Yeah, he transferred out. Yeah.
So, like that same thing as Jalen. Like, he's funny because the way he bruh. Josh, I know. Hey.
No, Baraka is hilarious, but he's not trying to be. He's just him.
Those are the funniest ones, though.
I'm sitting here
those are the best ones.
Bruh, no.
Yeah, no, Baraka. He's a one-on-one. I love Baraka, but he's one of them.
That's my dog. But yeah, he's a funny guy, bro. Like he's not even when he's not man.
I'm saying he's one of those guys where he's not trying. He just being himself, and you're just like, bro, that's hilarious.
Yeah, especially when he raps.
When he raps, you said,
bro, we used to
locker room
rap
freestyles go up.
Yeah, so I'm not. Yeah, I never rap. I'm not.
I was gonna say, what is your rap game like?
Oh no, negative.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
But yeah, funny guy.
Okay.
I think I left 6, but yeah, it is.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Going back to Alex Johnson, someone you mentioned earlier. We could talk a little bit about him in a minute, but one thing he mentioned, because we got to talk to him after Pro Day, he mentioned he was going to have a meeting with the 49ers. Did you have an opportunity to meet with any of the teams outside of just kind of the workout stuff?
Not film wise. I talked to a couple.
Yeah.
Okay. Just ask me if I'm doing specific things. But yeah, meeting wise, no.
What is the whole process just kind of been like for you? Are you working outside of the facility? I think when we had Carl Jones on the podcast, he was outside of the UCLA facility doing some workout outside. Is it kind of different? Just kind of get away from the campus after you've been there for so long, and are you working anywhere else?
I'm working at UCLA.
It's just same old thing.
Same old. It's no point of going somewhere and paying rather than just being somewhere you already know where you're loved at. So it's just I'm always there. I just got done working out. I was low key scared at first. I was not about to make it, but I did. I just worked out a little earlier. But I've been at UCLA since 2018. They gonna have to kick me out. They gonna have to kick me out. My locker.
It's a sad day. It's a sad day when your thumbprint don't work. And it's
I was gonna say, do you guys have a code or something?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that day. I'm probably gonna cry. But yeah, they already kicked me out my locker. I was putting my stuff still in the locker.
Already?
Like, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
There's like a new name up on the top already.
No new name. I fought for it all the way till pro day. So they all was already almost about to take my stuff out. I was like, oh, I'm still working out here. I need it. So it was okay. Like 2-3 days later after pro day, bro, they already had my stuff bagged up. I was like,
oh.
But I know like they're getting new guys, so
that's how it goes. Yeah.
So they already understand the process, but I'm waiting for that. Dun, dun, dun.
That's great.
Sad day, man.
Like what was it, Jamal Adams, when he's like trying to get in the building and he's like, damn,
that's
I got released or
you
something.
pulling the door, it's just not opening. It don't work no more.
That's
crazy.
These
are like ask the guys to let you in.
Josh, what was that like for you? You said you had the thumbprint didn't work for you one day, or you were just like,
because COVID, that honestly messed things up though. Because I probably had stuff in my locker got thrown in the trash because I didn't because
you didn't even get to your locker.
Because I thought like, okay, I'm gonna leave this stuff. I'll be back on pro day to like. I didn't get my senior helmet. Like there's things that I just didn't get because of COVID. Damn. Like I didn't go back until following year I did the pro day. But by then my thumb don't work, my locker gone, everything was gone, like everything was different. So it's like, well, it is what it is.
They just kept moving on. That's tough. All right, man. Anything else, Josh? Anything else we wanna
I mean, the last question, I guess, like Kenny, what if you're gonna, you're talking to a GM, you're talking to a team, what are they getting if they pick up Kenny Churchwell?
Yeah, they're getting a very smart guy that's 100%, 120% of effort. That's going to be every single day. Always, I'm the first one in, last one out. You're gonna have to prime like UCLA. You're gonna have to prime me out the facility. Like I'm always watching film. I'm always trying to get better. Get little golden nuggets in my pocket. I'm an open book, and yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. Like I'm excited for the process. I'm just ready wherever it goes. I'm blessed for the opportunity.
I got a question for you. I think you might have just been coming back from your injury, or it was like that following spring or something, and like your name started popping up, and I was like, "Who's this Kenny Churchwell?" Everyone's like talking about you and stuff. Like I think we were like trying to figure out who the starters were going to be and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna ask Chip about Kenny Churchwell. And then he had the biggest smile on his face, and he's like, Kenny's always smiling. Like I love Kenny, and all this. Like, what's up with the smile? What's up with the positivity? Like, is that just kind of the backbone of who you are as a person?
Yeah. So yeah, I am. My experience, you can say, has been nothing but not good at sometimes. Like life is, is a struggle. Being with a single mom, raising 4 kids, being in a place that you don't want to be, but you had to be. So it's just like we have to find something out of that. Like the broken clock, it shows the time right two times out of the whole day. So it's just like you have to look at the light throughout the darkness. So I'm a very like pray, Bible spoken, just a guy that's just like always blessed for the opportunity, blessed to make my bed every single day, blessed to like wake up. Like we woke up today, where we are like highly favored. We are the ones. We are the 1%ers. So even if I had a bad day, like you're coming home and your bed is made. So out of everything, you did one thing right. So like I said, I'm always positive. Josh was beating my butt freshman year, but man, I love the guy. Like I'm always like, he made me who I was. Like he made me a better person. He made me a better Kenny Churchwell. And I'll say this to everybody. I am so grateful for Josh Woods. I'm so grateful for what he done. Like I'm telling you, I went 20 to 30 pounds extra because of him. Like I would have, like if he wasn't there, I probably would have, be done with it. But at the same time, like he made me a better player. So I'm forever grateful for him. I'm forever grateful for the opportunity of that. So yeah, I'm a positive person. Like I'm an open book, and I'm just blessed. Like we're all blessed. Like we woke up today and did something that we loved. So,
and to that, go ahead, Josh. You got something?
Man, I'll give you your flowers, man. Also, like I said, I'm so proud of you. Just like, yeah, like your growth and yeah, to see all that you've overcame, man. So happy for you. So proud of you. Got a lot of love for you, bro. I mean, if you ever need anything, you can holler at me. And like Kenny's saying, like Kenny's definitely a light. Like he's always a light wherever he goes, locker room, field. Like he gonna bring the energy, bring the juice, and he's happy to be there. And man, he's excited for your future, bro. Really grateful for you, and just thank you that you came on the pod, man.
No problem, man. I got to. I got a text, and I was like, bro, yeah. Go ahead.
I always make sure to. I always say, do you want to come on our podcast? Josh Woods is on the podcast. Everyone's his former teammate, and they're like, yeah. I don't think anyone's ever told me no. Joshua got some sort of pull going on still, but
all my brothers, man. He's just Kenny, all my brothers.
We appreciate having you on. For me, as a reporter who's covering the team, I appreciate the time that you've given us after practice. When you talk to the media, you're always one of my favorites because you're always well-spoken. I always knew I was going to get good stuff from you. And yeah, man, just appreciate having you on.
I appreciate it. Thankful for the opportunity.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate your time. Best of luck. We look forward to what comes next for you. And hopefully we can have you back on the pod again soon.
Y'all got my number. Well, yeah. Josh got my number. Yeah. I hope he might change the number.
Yeah. My number is the same. I said the 760 number. My number is the same.
Call me. Call away.
Okay, sounds good. We'll definitely.
It's both streets, so I can call you too. Like, hey,
awesome.
Put me on.
Yeah, let us know whenever you want to hop on. You got something going on you want to talk about? Come on over. Even if you don't have anything to talk about,
something to promote. Want to talk UCLA football? Man, let us know.
I got you.
Yeah, we have everybody on here. We don't care. So yeah, again, man, appreciate you. And yeah, man, we'll see you down the road.